So it's summertime and people often ask, what do I do? It's so hot out. I want to go camping. I want to go enjoy the great outdoors, but it is so god awful hot. How do I do that? And my answer usually starts off by saying something, it sounds a little smart aleck, but when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. And that's do the opposite of what you do to stay warm. Now, typically people, at least out here in America, what we'll do is we will put up a tent, and that's just our go-to, right? They think that that's going to protect them from things like flying insects and from the weather. But what you really want to do is ditch that tent in this case. We want to put up a tarp, and I'll explain why. The differences in a tarp and a tent are that a tent is going to trap heat. You got multiple different sources of heat and no air transfer because you've got walls on that tent. When we put up a tarp, we don't have walls, so we're already getting some air exchange moving through, some circulation of that air. That's a good thing, right? That's going to give us a cooling effect, especially if we maybe sprinkle some water down, if we have that, and have some evaporation process going on. That may help cool us down. Second thing is the rays from the sun that are hitting the top of our tent. Well, they're going to hit our tarp as well, but the difference is this. You're going to string up that tarp as high as you can. If you saw me walk through, that is set up as high as I could reach to set it up with that tarp, right? The tent is usually about head height. Now, by the time you get inside that tent, that heat transfer from the sun's rays warming up the roof of that tent is going to warm you up as well. It's just the way it works. It's going to radiate that heat down to you. It's not going to do a good job of dissipating the heat. Also, your body's warmth isn't going to be going anywhere. It's trapped in there with you because, again, we have no circulation and it's not getting out of those walls and that roof of that tent. So in this case, when we string up a tarp, what we want to do is string it up really high. And then if, midday sun comes around and we're getting a lot of rays and a lot of radiant heat still, then what we do is we put up a second tarp, right, as a little bit of a heat guard, cool that down with some water if possible, but even just having a second one, a couple of feet below the first one, so now you got two tarps, is going to give you that little bit of heat guard and heat shield, okay, from that radiant heat coming down. You're still going to be able to dissipate the heat above you. It's still going to be up pretty high, that second tarp, the lower of the two, right? And so then now you have maybe a hammock that you've strung up between a couple of trees, or if you're forced to ground sleep, then you can prop up a bug net that you can sleep underneath, like a dome, right? Something like that. So a couple of different ideas. I hope that those three things have helped. So dissipate heat, some circulation, and allowing for the wind to move through, and then not getting the sun's rays hitting you and radiant heat getting you. So I hope all that helps. I hope that you guys are able to get out over the summer, enjoy the weather, even though it's a little bit warm, and don't let it get you discouraged. So if you can, do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe. It costs nothing, okay? When you hit that subscribe, you're going to see a little bell notification drop down. That's just notifications. If you want to be notified of future videos, then hit all notifications on that. And if you can do one last thing and just share this with somebody that may also benefit from it, if you know somebody who likes to go out camping or whatnot. So take care, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.